listening to Snyder & Associates podcast series, a civil engineering, planning, and design firm focused on thinking beyond engineering to improve the quality of life within the communities we serve. This episode's host is Eric Hannon.
I've been working with Pleasant Hills for about 12, 13 years now. Their original CIP plan consisted of that whiteboard in the basement where you had public works people sketching out projects when people would call and complain or somebody's wish list. And they really looked for an opportunity to formalize that and understand what the needs were and what the costs of all that was going to be. I got all the booklets here, and the first one I've got out here is in 2012 is when we put the first one together. And I would say that was a little bit more of a process. There were several meetings with the city, with the council, with a lot of the staff members, and we had to take all those projects down. What we like to do is put a concept plan together where we got an aerial background and we sketch out where the road's going to go, and then we accompany that with a cost estimate. So I think it helps everybody see it visually, what the commitment's going to be, but also understand the underlying costs to it. And it helps us really narrow those costs down too, because when you're sketching it in or putting that concept together, you start thinking about drainage and utilities and all those other things that might be associated with it. We started that in 2012. And then what we've done is every 3 years, they reach out to us and we update that booklet. We got projects to get taken care of and we knock those off the list. And then we got new priorities that come into town and new infrastructure commitments that need to be done. And update that list. So we've done that in 2012, 2015, and then 2018. What I find interesting is the first list we had was 15 projects and about $10 million worth of work. The second one we did in 2015 turned into 20 projects and about $28 million worth of work. And the last one we just did here in 2018 was 39 projects, just shy of $70 million. Some of those are big, huge commitments. The Southeast Connector, Pleasant Hill was a big multi-year project, multi-jurisdiction with the DOT and the city of Des Moines. So that number's a little skewed. But I think in all, it shows the forward thinking and the needs of these communities continue to grow as the communities continue to grow. As we updated all those booklets, that process got a lot smoother and a lot easier. It went from multiple meetings with multiple people and putting that booklet together and figuring out the format to now we just update it every 3 years and, it's a couple meetings with the city and then we come back and update either the cost estimates on projects that aren't done so they get real time costs or get the new projects plugged into the book and get that back out to everybody. Then mayor's got a copy, the city manager's got a copy, community development director's got a copy, public works gets a copy. So everybody's got that booklet and they can talk off of it. And you'd be surprised how many times it comes up in council meetings where, hey, that one project we talked about putting that road over there? And then they'll say, hey, what's that cost estimate? And people flip open their books. So it really becomes a living document that people use over the years.
Thank you for listening to Snyder & Associates podcast series, a civil engineering, planning, and design firm focused on thinking beyond engineering to improve quality of life within the communities we serve. Find content related to this episode on snyder-associates.com.